All right, everybody. Let's get right into this Buckeye banter episode. We're going to talk about the Browns, a little preview. We're going to quickly mention a little bit about the Buckeyes and also those Indians. So let's get right into it. Welcome to Buckeye Banter, Sports in the OH. All right, so I'm going to do a little Browns preview. This week we got the Houston Texans. Not a lot to say. I think, you know, this is kind of put up or shut up time for these Browns. Um, got a bye week, had a chance to really kind of evaluate halfway point, take a look at where you're at, and now you get a team you should beat. Um, so let's see them do it. This Houston team has been just not very good. We got to worry about them throwing the ball against us, obviously, and we got to be able to contain Deshaun Watson. But at 2-6, um, and with only one win on the road, coming to Cleveland, this is a game that the Browns have to win. Now, the Browns are also getting a big boost as they're getting Chubb back, and they should have the guard back as well. So, Wyatt Teller. Um, if you don't win this game, it's not going to look good for the rest of the season right now. Uh, don't want to be doom and gloom, but I think that this is really one of those like legitimate kind of put up or shut up, must win kind of a game for this team to really show that and this coaching staff and this entire organization that they went into this break and they worked some things out and they're coming back out of it with the momentum going the right direction. Um, Hopefully, we're going to see more of Ronnie Harris. Hopefully, we're going to see more Ronnie Harrison. Sorry. Hopefully, we're going to see more of Shedrick Redwine. Um, there's just some little things that they've got to figure out. Hopefully, Mac Wilson's is healthier and is able to play a little better again. Um, Maybe we can get to see some more of Jacob Phillips if he can get on the field. Um, there's been a few guys that have really been disappointing. Taki has not played well. Obviously, Andrew Sendejo has been extremely disappointing. I mean, in his defense, he was not brought in to start, and he has, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure, played every game and I think every defensive snap. I think I saw that stat just recently. I'll look it up. I'll look into it and let you know to confirm. But I think that coming into the bye, he had played every defensive snap for this team. That's just not that should not be the case. That's not going to be a winning formula for any NFL team right now. Playoff bound to have Andrew Sendejo playing every down. Can he fill in? Absolutely. Is the guy an NFL caliber player? Certainly. He's just not a starter and he's not an every down player. And he's shown it on multiple occasions. Because the other stat that goes with that is that he has done that without a single pass defended on the year. That shouldn't be the case. So, hoping to see Chubb just grind it out. Him and Hunt just really wear these guys down. Houston on the year hasn't done well against the run, so we should be able to really just control the clock, grind it out, let Baker get comfortable with the play action pass, and hopefully this offense will look like they did when Chubb was playing before. And hopefully defense will just do enough to keep us in the game. My guess is going to be 31-27. That's what I'm going to say. 31-27 Browns. Buckeyes, didn't play this weekend. So, the Big Ten laid their bed and now they got to, they got to deal with it. Um, Maryland had a outbreak of COVID cases, canceled the game, and now we're down to 7 games on the season. So if one more game gets canceled, we're down to 6. And I don't know what's going to happen, what the league is going to, what the college football playoff is going to do. Assuming we hold out, run the table and win out like Ohio State should, what that's going to look like if they miss another game. So here's hoping that doesn't happen. We'll have a big game coming up against Indiana, so we'll preview that probably middle of the week. But yeah, I mean, hey, getting some more time to coach up these guys after a couple games is probably coming in really handy right now for this team. But it would have been better for them to have been able to really go out there and dominate Maryland. After Maryland's already won a couple games that people didn't expect them to win. For those voters to have seen that would have done them a lot more good than I think probably this week off is going to do them. But hey, we're hoping that this gives them that extra time to prepare for Indiana and they can go out there and really put it to Indiana next week. As far as the tribe, we're going to keep pushing forward with off-season news and notes. Lots of speculation going on, mostly regarding, of course, Frankie. Hopefully this week we'll get a breakdown of a bunch of different possible Frankie trades. The teams that seem to be leading the way right now, as far as who people guess are interested, is going to always be, of course, the Dodgers. Even though I tend to think that's not as likely this year after they finally did win that World Series. I know, finally, right? For us Indians fans, it's laughable, but they went, what, 30 years without winning, and everyone thought it was so long in Los Angeles. And here we are, poor Cleveland fans. We've been waiting a long, long time, suffered through a couple tough Game 7 losses, and here we are. And we're talking about losing Frankie, right? So I don't see that. I think, honestly, we're more likely to see the Angels than we are the Dodgers. I think that their other LA team winning the championship is going to put some pressure on the Angels. So I'll break down a possible Angels trade that I have in mind, looking at some different things as well. We're here in the Cardinals. I don't see that one as much. The Mets, I think, are definitely a strong candidate. The Blue Jays are getting a lot of talk. And I think, people talk about that just because I think mostly that there's a lot of connection between the front offices and a familiarity. And they certainly have some players that would be of interest. It just depends on the package that any of these teams are willing to put together. The Yankees, of course, um, are always going to get mentioned. And I think that's probably the big leaders of the pack. I might have forgotten someone, but I think I nailed them. So yeah, we'll see what happens in these coming weeks. But I'm going to give you some breakdown on who I think might be able to be gettable in some deals with the different teams. So I'll break down a deal or two with each of those forefront teams, and then I'll give you the one I think is most likely to happen. So outside of that, once we see the how free agency starts to take place, we'll see what the Indians are going to do there, and we'll dive into a little bit of some potential free agents that they might be able to sign and who they're interested in. So we'll see about that and some future episodes as well. And we're going to get into some Cavs stuff here soon as well as we're getting closer to draft and the season starting. So, yeah, all right. So, a lot going on, and hope you guys have a good weekend. Go Brownies. All right. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it.